I make this coffee for Shawn every day.
Yeah.
We've gone to many coffee shops all over the world, and she says no coffee measures up to the coffee I make her. So if you're able to make one that rivals it, it's saying a lot.
I am obsessive with dogs, and I feel like I used to read encyclopedias of dogs.
Really?
Yeah. But they would like circle us, and they were like barking at you and jumping at you. And I'm like, oh, good job, good boy.
Welcome to Dogs and Coffee, where we sit down with inspiring animal lovers, coffee lovers, comedians sometimes, but overall, everyday heroes, and over a great cup of coffee. I'm Rocky Kanaka.
And I'm Kelly Kanaka. Each week, we bring you real conversations and heartfelt stories about the incredible bond between people and their pets.
Okay, today's guest is an Olympian, like a real Olympian.
I know.
Shawn Johnson East.
And her husband, Andrew East.
Yes, also former NFL long snapper. And what we like about them is their family-first duo, building community through their FamilyMade media brand and Couples Things podcast.
Their Moment Makers Foundation fund family-centered initiatives, including childcare grants for athlete parents. On top of that, they're raising 3 kids in Nashville and share their life with 2 golden retrievers, longtime sidekick Nash and Oakley, and 9-month-old rescue they adopted.
Golden retrievers in the house.
Everybody loves Goldens.
Would you be a golden retriever?
I had a golden retriever growing up. I had a red golden. So,
But what dog would you identify as?
a scrappy terrier.
Yeah, I think that's probably. Oh, really? Gosh, babe.
I feel like Zoe was me reincarnated.
I mean, what? Gosh, babe, I wouldn't even realize you'd be a scrappy terrier. So
I'm smart
and loving and gentle and kind.
Well, I guess we already know you'd be a boxer.
A boxer.
Yeah.
A boxer for sure.
There we go.
Okay, full disclosure. We actually know Shawn and Andrew. It's been a while since we've talked to them, but we've spent some time with them in Los Angeles, and they're a lot of fun. And since then, our lives have changed a lot. Their lives have changed a lot. And I don't think we've ever had a serious conversation with them. So it's going to be a lot of fun to sit down and really get to know them again and share their journey with everyone listening, because they're passionate dog lovers. I can't wait for them to tell us about their dogs. Now, we know about Nash, their golden retriever, but I can't wait for them to tell us about their rescue golden retriever and learn more about this Olympian. I mean, you grew up watching her, I imagine?
I did. My family, her, Nastia Lukin. I was a big fan. Like, my brother always told me, because of my size and stature, that I should have been a gymnast, but I never did anything gymnastic wise. Yeah.
You would have been an Olympian for sure.
No,
Absolutely.
I think everybody thinks when they're watching the Olympics, they're like, oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
But no, there's no chance. There's no chance.
Okay. Sad story.
What?
Great way to.
Oh, yeah. Good transition. Yeah. What's going on?
I was also in gymnastics when I was a kid, and I loved it. And one day, coach comes to me and he says, Rocky, we won't have you back because you're too tall. And you're outgrowing what are the bars called that you circle around? Like you do the.
I don't know.
We all ask, Sean. Not the rings, but like the bars that you do the things and the backflips off of, and the bars. We'll just call them.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, okay. And then I hear my mom crying on the phone saying, thank you. I'm sorry. If we can get budget again, we'll come back. But we couldn't afford it.
Oh.
I could have been an Olympian if I would.
Oh, yes. You could have been, but life took you another path.
You know what time it is?
The scoop.
The scoop.
Okay. I have an article for you. About this little dog who was abandoned in a sealed box, but now he is living the life with his dad, traveling. So this Elko, a tiny dachshund Chihuahua Jack Russell mix, has been living the dream life after being adopted from a guy in LA, and he's visited 40 countries. That's more than me times a lot.
40 countries. How do you even do that? How do you afford that? How do you do that? I struggle to get the airline to take a dog, let alone a dog going all over the world with you.
Yeah. So it says here that he had a corporate job that he quit and gave up his steady 9 to 5 to chase his adventure. He sold everything. And now he's got a decent Instagram following, and I'm sure that's probably what helps enable him to keep traveling.
Interesting. That's kind of the dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
And no matter how old is this guy?
Uh,
Do you think, if you had to guess? Like, is he younger, middle-aged, older?
yeah, mid-age guy.
Okay, mid-age
I don't
guy.
know. I mean, the dog is super cute. Little white.
Yeah, there are times in your life, like if you ever, okay, obviously, because dogs don't live forever, unfortunately. But there are times in your life where I would highly recommend adopting a small dog
Mm-hmm.
that can travel with you
Mm-hmm.
when you're younger, and you can do it before you're tied down with all kinds of, I was going to say responsibilities, but I meant blessings. I had to think about my audience here, of my beautiful wife. No, we couldn't be hard with
We
kids.
traveled a lot more before we had kids and
Or
dogs. And
when you're retired is a great time to do it. And so being able to go to the shelter, adopt a small dog, and have that dog travel the world with you, pretty cool.
Yeah. But I think also, too, you can consider your lifestyle. Like, if you like doing road trips and camping and things like that, then like, or going on RV trips, like that makes it a lot easier for a bigger dog. Whereas
True.
if you're flying, little dog, I feel like is the way to go.
Which, I think that's probably more my personality. Like, I would love to travel, but I love America, and like traveling from coast to coast with your dog and camping and just seeing all the sights and them getting to run, through the Great Plains and over the Colorado Rockies. And like, it just seems like the dream. It really does. And, in what, like in a Subaru? Like, isn't that the dream? Or like a van, like a Mercedes Sprinter van?
Uh-huh.
None of this is sponsored. I'm just building the picture here for you.
Yeah. Well,
how would you build your dog traveling experience? Hold on, you want me to build it for you? I already know.
I'm afraid to say, because we had somebody who commented that I was shallow based off something that I said in a previous episode. So
it was one comment. Most every comment, people are really supportive for this new Dogs and Coffee podcast.
Yeah.
But can I guess, and then you tell me if that's right or not?
Sure. Or I could just tell you. I don't care. I would be in a hotel with my dogs and going from hotel to hotel. But with kids, I would camp. I would do that sort of stuff. It's just after a couple days, I'm like, all right, I need a
min pin under the covers in Italy.
Yes, exactly.
Eating pasta. You and the dog.
No, I mean, I could do it. I've done it. We've camped and things like that. But I just, it's like you're already short on sleep because you have kids.
Yeah.
Which, won't talk about what time they got us up this morning.
Yeah.
And so when I go on vacation, I like to just now feel like it's a vacation, although we're finding that a vacation is much different than family time.
Yeah, so true. Yeah.
So, anyways, I would take a little dog with me for sure. I used to.
Okay.
Zoe and Snoop.
Well, oh yes. Okay. And it seems like maybe you've lost that love and feeling just a little bit here. So I'm going to just bring you back to the dream. I have a story for you that I have been wanting to share with you all week, but I've been saving it for this moment right here, right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. I'm excited for this.
Okay, so let me build it for you. So there's this guy and gal there. Imagine it's beautiful. It's in the middle of the field. You've got like a perfect tree they're under, and they're about to get married. They're about to say their vows.
Uh-huh.
And so you've got the bride and the groom, and you can tell young and happy and in love. And right when they're about to do the I do, like it's about to happen, the groom puts his hand up and says, "Hold on." And you can see almost the terror in the bride's eyes of like, oh no, what, is this going to be like one of those joke moments where like he drops the ring, or like, what's it going to be? He exits, he leaves.
Uh-huh.
He comes back with a present. It's a puppy. I mean, like a brand new puppy. She had no idea. And he surprises her with that. The dream, or, oh my goodness, what were you thinking? What was I thinking marrying you? Like, let's not do this. Which one?
I feel like it could go either way, right?
Well, what way do you think it went?
Oh, I feel like it probably went well. Like, I feel like if you're getting married, you probably know your girl and you're like, we've talked about this, but you're probably like, oh, one day, not now. We got to pay for the wedding. We got to pay for all the things. We can't get a dog. And then surprise.
It's refreshing you're giving the groom so much credit because I feel like sometimes we don't think it through that much.
Well, okay, so I was just thinking from our wedding.
Yeah.
If you would have surprised me in that circumstance, I think my head would have exploded because I got engaged and married on the same day. So it was already too much emotion overload. And then you throw in a puppy, like I would have been incapable of functioning.
It's over the top. So, okay, but the neat thing is you can tell it was just right.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw it, the reason I watched the whole thing was not for the romance. I was like, oh, no, you didn't. Like, because we're the cleanup crew. We're at the shelters,
right?
In
when
January.
Well.
Yeah, when people buy dogs as presents for their family and then they just get returned to the shelter. And that's really heartbreaking. So I would say in general, don't do this. But it worked out. You could tell they were happy as a clam, and it really made the moment so special. And so I think that'll be something they have to talk about with their grandchildren,
Okay, on this next one, I saw a TikTok video of a blind man who had his guide dog named Kane moving people to tears. Like, it's got millions of views.
What happened?
Well, so it's this account that just goes around and meets dogs on the street.
Okay.
But he was talking about how his guide dog has given him just newfound freedom and life because he hadn't been able to go about and do things. He said if he didn't have him, he'd just be at home. And it took him 3 years to get this guide dog, which I feel like you think those things are just readily available. They're not.
No, you're right. They're not. I could see where that would be really moving. We get emails on the regular, I'd say an average of 1 to 2 a week of people asking for a guide dog.
Yeah.
Or to send them money for their guide dog.
It's expensive.
It's expensive, and it's not like they're begging or like my heart goes out to them. I wish I could. I can't respond to every single one of them because, I think everyone thinks, okay, well, if you're blind, you can get a guide dog. That's not the case.
Yeah.
And it's really expensive, and therapy dogs are really hard. And so not only do you have to, have the condition, have a doctor green light you for that, there are just so many steps. I think the thing people don't realize is even the organizations doing this, it's not like they're money grubbing organizations. If you think about it, you have to take a dog. Not every dog is suited for this. Like one of my favorite things are dogs that fail out of these classes because they're amazing dogs, but it sounds funny. It sounds like an oxymoron, right? Because they're like, oh, they failed out of this class, but they're still like 99% more trained and observant than most dogs.
Yeah.
So, but it takes years, and then sometimes you don't even know, and then they don't make it. And so, or they don't get in the class, so then they get adopted.
Or they don't get paired with the right human.
Yeah.
They're so specialized for a particular need.
Yeah.
And then also personality and lifestyle. So it's.
Yeah. So, and I'm not well versed on this. I should be a lot more versed on this because I know there's some organizations that are using rescue dogs to do this, but a lot still follow that kind of traditional standard of certain breeds with specific traits because they have to be very exact in that. And hopefully, leave us a comment. Let us know if you've experienced or more about this. But in the cost is factored not just that dog. It's not like that dog costs $40,000. It's the labor, it's the time, it's the maybe I don't know what the fail rate is, but it's maybe the 2 dogs that came before that one that didn't make it all the way through the program. So it's hard. So like when you see a guy like this who is blind, who finally got his dog and now he has freedom and he matters and he can be a person again, it just shows how amazing dogs are and how lucky we are to have them at its highest level.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then one other note that they have on this article as to when it's right and wrong to pet a working dog.
Ooh, I will tell you the answer. Just don't.
Yeah, just don't.
Because most of the time when you see them, they're working.
Yeah, otherwise they would have their vest on.
Exactly.
Okay, this week's adoptable dog is a cute, perfect, sweet little puppy, 7-month-old Palmer, based out of Houston, Texas.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. What in the world kind of dog is this? Look, look at this head. His head's like bigger than his body. Maybe that's just the way the scarf's.
It could also be because he's a puppy. So, I feel like puppies kind of have that big wobbly head.
But what mix is he?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Because it says here that he's a Chihuahua Chow mix. So I don't know how that's possible, but in your mind, think of a white Chihuahua and a Chow, and
wait, it gets better. It gets better. The rescue. There's nothing wrong with his rescue. It's just funny that there's a Chow because if you don't know dog types, Chow's much bigger than a Chihuahua. So, anyways, we won't go into those details. But then the rescue. Read the rescue.
Great Pyrenees Advocates of Texas.
There's nothing funny about that rescue. It's just the fact that it's a somehow Chow Chihuahua mix at a Great Pyrenees rescue.
Here's what I bet happened.
Okay.
I don't know. This is pure speculation.
This might be too detailed for this podcast, Kelly. Inappropriate.
Well, I mean, so here's this cute, fluffy white dog, and you don't know what breed it is. True. And so you think, could this be a Great Pyrenees? Maybe. Maybe the runt of all Pyrenees. No, I'd tell you exactly what happened. This is an amazing rescue group, most likely. And really good rescue groups say, okay, here's kind of our mission and our calling, but also we're here to help animals. Yes.
So I'm certain that's
absolutely. And, maybe if you are not in a position to rescue or adopt a Great Pyrenees.
Boy, we got the dog for you.
Boy, we got this Chow Chihuahua mix named Palmer, who has the happiest smile with his tongue hanging out. And he's about 31 pounds.
Yeah.
That says here he's a one-of-a-kind mix.
That's true.
I believe. And his personality is just as special. He's affectionate, energetic. He's happiest when he's around people and other dogs. And so if you are looking for your next lover in your life, Palmer could be your dog.
I would love to frame this up as like a used car sales ad where it's just like, if you've been thinking you want to get yourself a Chihuahua, but you can't decide between that and a Chow, you come on down to Great Pyrenees Rescue and we've got the dog for you. Right? Like, yeah. This is glorious. I will say, like, the one thing that we would ask of you, we don't ask a lot. We don't ask a lot. Wherever you're listening, first, obviously subscribe, download. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's this feature called hype. You got to hype this because it's a new channel, right? Yeah. So you can hype it and then it helps spread the word. But share this because that'd be awesome for this podcast. We'd really appreciate it. If there's a dog lover or a coffee lover in your life or just someone you really appreciate, share this. But more than anything, just message them about this dog that needs adopted because that's what we think is really neat about this. We want to continue to get dogs adopted. And so share this. Let's get this dog adopted.
If you want to see where Palmer is available for adoption, go to the link that we provide at the end of this video.
Yep.
And as a little teaser, when you go there, Palmer has some back to school pictures that are so cute.
Okay. So our guest, Shawn Johnson and East and Andrew East. And by the way, there are fewer, we all love our Olympians, right? Mm-hmm. But Shawn is one of the most loved Olympians out there.
I feel like she's the Olympian of my time.
The Olympian of the Olympians.
Like, watching her, I wanted to be her.
Yeah.
Doing backflips and all the things, and I had no business even considering myself anywhere close to that.
Doing backflips?
Yeah.
Well, and even Andrew, it's really neat when I first met him. He was doing football and he was an entrepreneur and he just, his enthusiasm was amazing. And so it's going to be fun to talk to them. But I want you to try and guess their coffee order. Now, I'll give you a little hint.
Well, I follow them on social media.
Okay.
So I kind of have an idea.
Okay. But I know exactly. Yeah. Okay. I happened to watch the one specific video I was happening to watch. Andrew was making coffee for Shawn. And so I know exactly, I'm assuming he would drink the same thing. So I know exactly what their order is going to be. I'd like you to guess.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's a double shot of espresso.
Okay.
Almond milk
I
And
feel like you've seen this. I feel like you've seen
yeah, I have seen it, but it's been a while. But no, but it hasn't been recently. So, but here's where I'm going with it. I feel like they zhuzh it up. Zhuzh it up.
Okay.
You know, like I feel like if they need some protein, they're maybe putting a little of that or a little collagen.
Got it.
Or you know, they're zhuzhing it up. They're making the most out of it, but also, so I feel like that's Andrew.
Okay.
But I feel like Shawn is more like mom mode, waking up.
Yeah.
Give me my
Just
coffee.
need
Don't
help.
mess with me yet, and then we can talk, kind of like me. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I don't know if that's mom mode. I think it's just been Kelly mode in the entire time I've known you.
Okay, well, now my excuse is mom mode.
Okay.
Give me my coffee first and then talk to me.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to wait and see. It's a
Okay.
surprise. So
I'm excited.
yeah, I'm excited. They don't have their dogs with them because they are traveling. They're on the road.
Which I'm very excited for them, but I am a little disappointed. I would have loved to Fluffy Golden just coming right on in.
Don't you worry. I'm going to put up lots of pictures and I'm going to have them talk about their dogs and describe in detail these amazing pups. Okay, you want to introduce our guest?
Well, we have Shawn Johnson East and Andrew East.
Welcome to Dogs and Coffee,
So good to be here.
where we talk about
Dogs and coffee.
Cars and yeah.
Well, we talk about all things, but yes, definitely dogs and coffee. You can't leave without talking about at least those two things.
Two of our
Welcome.
favorite things ever.
It's good to see you guys.
Good to see you. It's
Been a
been a
while.
long time.
It
Is-
has.
We what you didn't see is we introduced you guys and we told people, we said, hey, we know these guys and it's been a while. You guys have gone and built a life in Nashville. We've gone, and built a life throughout Southern California. And so it's fun to come back together. And what's interesting is even when we did know each other, I don't think we actually sat down and had a serious conversation.
No.
No.
Right.
It was.
They came to your house.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I remember you had just gotten a really little dog, and she was so scared.
Was it Blossom, I
Yeah.
think?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
She's living the best life now. She was terrified. One of the most terrified dogs we ever had.
Yeah.
Now she travels with her mom through airports and she's living the best.
Being amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was like a 9-month, 12-month
Yeah.
time frame.
Wow.
But yeah, that was a long time ago. That was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 kids.
All kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life changes really quick with kids and dogs, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Did you ever meet our yeah, did you meet him?
You meant Nash.
I met Nash,
Yeah.
but I haven't. We're going to talk about this. We hear there's a new addition to the family.
It's a new
Hey.
to our family.
Yeah.
Oakley.
Oakley. What a good name, too. Nash and Oakley.
Yeah.
If that isn't some Nashville Golden Retriever names, I don't know what is.
Very, very.
It makes me happy. It feels good. It's like pumpkin spice lattes, like
Yes.
it's amazing.
Well, speaking of which, do you want to get our guests a drink?
Yeah. Now, okay. So here's how this works.
Okay.
We take your coffee order
Great.
and we make your coffee.
Great.
The thing is, we are not baristas.
Even better.
Do we get to judge your coffee making
Yes.
abilities? Okay.
Yes. I want him to get really good at this.
Yeah.
Because then I benefit in the long term.
Yeah, you can be judgmental. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I will say, the good thing is we all drink it together. So if it's bad, we're all in this.
Love it.
We're all in this together.
Love it.
And we do have a phone a friend or a phone a barista. So if it's
Okay.
really bad, we can phone it in and
Love
they'll
this.
help.
Love
And
it.
I might just have them help. Now, we have done some research on your favorite coffee order,
Yes.
and I have some questions.
Okay.
Is this something you guys came up with that developed over time? Is this,
This coffee order is pretty standard across any coffee shop.
well, yeah, yes and no, because we aren't going to actually be able to pull it off 100%.
Okay.
Because in this video, you walk through how you do a double shot, you do ice, cinnamon, and honey, and then there's just a little drop in there where you go, it's our family honey.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's right. That's right.
Okay. So just so you know, most coffee shops don't have their own family honey farm.
We'll have to send you our family honey.
Okay, we would love that. We panicked trying to buy this honey and get it here in time.
Oh,
It was not
gosh.
going to
That
happen.
would have been epic.
It
Oh
would
my
have been.
God.
It would have
Andrew's
been.
brother would have panicked because he fulfills the orders from his garage.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
I don't think he currently has any honey. So he would have had to have gone and harvested honey just for the one bottle.
We'll link the honey. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Then we won't link the honey if he's got to go out and harvest it.
The last time I accidentally linked thanked the honey,
Yeah.
I think I gave him an absolute heart attack because a couple hundred orders came in.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
so,
Well, don't look for it just yet.
Yeah.
okay, so you're gonna get the standard honey.
Yeah.
Love the standard honey.
Okay, now, but that's what we know. But you're welcome to switch it up too. Like you just see how fast we can.
I would like to switch it up.
Okay,
Okay. I also kind of want to propose a competition. Like if we could do a double blind taste test, you make a coffee, I make the same coffee, and then we see who
Are
likes
you
what more.
offering to just take
Oh,
over?
no, I'm just
No,
throwing this
we
idea out.
would love. I would love this. I would love to win the competition.
Oh, Rocky.
NFL champion here. I'll take it. I'll win that. If we win this, who's your football team of choice right now?
Indianapolis Colts.
Okay,
They look
so
pretty good.
we're gonna go
Week one.
Chiefs against Colts.
Okay.
If I win, Chiefs win. You win, Colts win.
Okay.
And as you've noticed, Chiefs win.
Yeah. Not when it matters most recently, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. But in all fairness, you did play for the Kansas City Chiefs.
I did, though.
Kind of win either way. But
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. But what is the coffee going to be? It's
Well,
probably the same, right? We can't.
we could make the standard. You said pumpkin spice latte, and all of a sudden my mouth started. I have not. Have you had a pumpkin spice latte yet?
I have not.
Do you want to go for a pumpkin spice latte?
I've had several.
Well, hold on.
last week.
You should, just so we don't really lose, we should ask the gals what they would like.
Okay, that's a good call.
I am down for anything.
Yeah, I'm fine also. So you're our guest. What would you like to drink?
Let's do a pumpkin spice latte. Yes.
So I do have some news. We are not.
I will do an oat milk honey latte
Is it with cinnamon?
with cinnamon.
Great.
Ice.
Perfect. I will have the same.
Okay.
Welcome to Flip Coffee, where you can have anything you want, but not if we don't have it. Okay, come on back to the kitchen.
Okay.
Let's
do this.
Would you like to start a quiz? We have a quiz.
Let's do
It
it.
was going to be both of you, but now it's just going to be you.
I love it.
Good luck.
I love it.
Do we have an apron? Can we get him an apron? I don't want it to turn into a situation back here. He's got a really nice sweatshirt on, and
Because here's the thing. I make this coffee for Shawn every day.
yeah,
We've gone to many coffee shops all over the world. And she says no coffee measures up to the coffee I make her. So if you're able to make one that rivals it, it's saying a lot.
Friendly competition. Okay, as is this trivia. Great. We got some dog trivia for you. Which dog breed is known for its incredible diving and swimming abilities and is sometimes called the water rescue dog? And I'll give you the multiple choice.
Okay.
Unless if you just know it.
I think I know it.
Oh, go ahead.
Is it a Newfoundland?
You're correct. Yay, woo! Okay. The really neat thing is that most people don't get these questions right because not too many people know dog trivia. Like everyone's a dog person, but then you think about these things. You're like, I don't know. So you're off to a good start. Great. What dog is Tennessee's top dog breed? Is it A, a bloodhound, B, a blue tick coonhound, C, a German short-haired pointer, or D, a Tennessee Blue Mountain Collie?
It's literally called a Tennessee Blue Mountain Collie.
Yes.
that's the D choice. If you're listening to this, by the way, too, you should see Sean's face. She's like, I smell burned cookies face.
I was going to say a blue tick coonhound until you said a collie is literally named a Tennessee Collie.
Now, I just want you to know, I built this quiz.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Tennessee.
3 all. I made it up. That was made up.
That one's made up.
Yeah.
The blue tick.
Yeah, you're right.
It is. Because, well,
It's
two
like-
for two.
It's a hunting capital. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use
I threw in
coonhounds.
a trick one to try to trick you.
Yeah.
It worked.
There's a collie named
No.
Tennessee. Oh,
Completely made up.
I was going to say.
I was like, if
Oh.
I was gonna pick the wrong one, what would it be? And I just, I'm sorry, that was me.
It's funny too because I am obsessive with dogs, and I feel like I used to read encyclopedias of dogs.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I've never heard of a Tennessee Collie.
Like, why? Yeah, especially if you live in Tennessee. Okay. What is the top dog breed for Nashville?
Probably a golden retriever.
That is option A.
Okay.
B is a Chihuahua. C, a blue tick coonhound. Or D, a Labrador retriever.
Ooh. I would still go with golden retriever.
It says here that it's D, the Labrador retriever.
Okay. That's
So
that's
I feel both retrievers. I feel like can't go wrong with either dog, I think.
Isn't that probably the most common dog though? Like a Labrador,
You know,
or like
I think it depends on certain areas. And also, for us, like we're in the shelter.
Yeah.
So you see some labs, but we see a lot of huskies, German shepherds, like Malinois, things like that.
That's really common in California to see those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everyone has those in Nashville.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because it's been a couple years since we've been to Nashville, like shelters and stuff. So
you need to like connect with people in Nashville.
Yeah.
All of those shelter dogs, any of those breeds, people like go searching for them in Nashville.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's why transfer programs are so helpful.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants the dog to.
My parents have a Malinois.
Oh, they do. Do they live close to you?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. They're on like a big acreage.
Nice. So yeah, well, that's nice having them close by with kids and dogs. Are they the ones who are watching the dogs and kids right now?
Yes.
Thanks.
They have 5 dogs.
Oh my goodness.
A cat and then three kids.
Okay. So what kind of dogs do they have?
They have kind of like a mutt mix that they got at a shelter. It's like a Lhasa Apso Maltese little thing.
Yeah.
They have a German Shepherd Malinois mix.
Okay.
And then a rescue golden that they got with mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you guys get them at the same time? Were they litter mates or?
They think they were litter mates. They're polar opposite colors.
Okay.
But they were found together in Alabama. And they didn't want them going to the same home for like
they didn't get along.
Personality.
Yeah.
They still play every single day and they love it. But so my mom took one and I took the other.
Fun. Oh, that makes it so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay, here's your last trivia question. Okay. Which U.S. state made the rescue dog its official state dog in 2023? A, Georgia, B, Delaware, C, New Jersey, or D, Connecticut?
The rescue dog?
Yes.
Well, like
the rescue dog, its official state dog.
Like a rescue shelter dog.
I think it's more like it's like they proclaimed that rescue dogs are their state dog.
Gotcha. Okay. Repeat the 4.
Georgia,
yeah,
Delaware, New Jersey, or Connecticut?
Georgia.
Correct answer is Delaware.
Okay.
The Golden Retriever was Delaware's state dog from 2016 until 2023. And then their governor enacted a new bill designating the rescue dog as their official state dog.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
You gals ready?
Are we? Yeah. So,
do you know which one's which?
Yeah. Are we blind tasting this?
Yeah.
Or?
Yep. We're blind tasting. Okay. That is your husband's.
Okay. So not blind tasting.
You can't tell us.
I forgot what the whole blind thing means.
Do you know what the best swimming dog is? And it's used for rescue. It's usually the Coast Guard dog.
A lab? I feel like it's just like a black lab.
They are water dog. But no, it's the
But
Newfoundland because they have like webbed toes in there.
They specifically have
They
webbed
will
toes.
literally, a Newfoundland will jump out of a helicopter with the Coast Guard and go rescue people in the ocean.
It's true.
Dogs
I feel
are
like
amazing.
Sean knows her dog stuff.
Yeah. Well, did I hear right? You said you used to study dog encyclopedia?
I did.
That's awesome.
I will never forget, in 4th grade, my teacher had every encyclopedia under the book, under the sun.
Yeah.
For every category, and then just your basic encyclopedias. And I would just go through them and find all the dogs. And I would read up on every dog breed.
Incredible.
That's all I wanted to do.
Well, so in 4th grade, are you going to a traditional classroom in school? Because I feel like at that point with your schedule with training, or no, not yet.
I went to traditional school my whole,
wow.
all the way through graduation.
Wow.
So I was in public school the whole time.
We'll get into that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
We got to do a taste test.
Okay, let's do a taste test. All right. So number 1, you're both drinking number 1, and I set it up so that the first one you're drinking is one person's, the second one is the other person's.
There's a chance they're similar in taste, but
I mean, it's the same thing. It's just your barista of choice.
Go ahead, Sean. What do you think?
I'm going to choose this one.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelly?
Oh, please.
I don't know. I need a palate cleanse because now I feel like they're starting to taste pretty similar.
It's a good one.
I feel like the first one has a little bit sweeter. It has a little bit more flavor. Honestly, at this point, they're both good. I can't tell the difference here.
Okay, but you got to pick number 1 or number 2.
Okay, I'm going to go number 2.
Number 2.
I'm the champion!
Well done.
Sorry,
well
I'm
done.
sorry. Well, what's funny is I switched them around so I could just be saying that and they could be the same thing. But
no, I feel like 2 is better. I agree.
you know what I did? You want to know my trick? My trick is I just put more honey in it.
Okay, number 2 has more honey.
Yeah. I knew that would be the only. I knew I was going to potentially sacrifice it because if you were like, oh, that's too sweet.
Yeah.
But I just figured most people like sweeter. So
But it's
You rigged the game.
I rigged the game.
Yeah,
For sure.
I get it.
It gives it that sweetness without being like overpowering, which is nice.
And I watched you go first, and you did 2 pumps, but they were pretty soft pumps, and I cranked on it.
You watched the film, dude, and then you had your opponent ready to. You knew what you were doing.
If you're ready to play.
If there's one thing we do here at Dogs and Coffee, it's we make folks feel welcome by beating.
Dominating. It's a good coffee. Thank you for the coffee.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You. Yeah.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so we got to know. There's so many things we want to know.
Okay.
I know you have a lot of fans out there, and we're gonna talk about everything you guys are doing, and rightfully so. You have a lot of people that love you and everything you guys are doing. But we definitely got to talk about your dogs because Nash. So tell us about Nash. Nash has been with you guys now for a long time, right?
Nash he'll turn 13 in July.
Okay.
So he just turned 12. We got him October 2013. And I found him online, don't know from where. It was from a breeder, but it was my attempt at like finding a dog that reminded me of my childhood dog, which was a dark red golden. It just brought me every comfort in life. And my childhood dog's name was Dude, like literally Dude. But he was the greatest. And finding red goldens are hard, very hard.
Yeah.
And I remember I found this lady, and she loved dogs more than anybody I've ever met in my life. And it was like her passion, just like these beautiful goldens. And she drove from Florida and brought him and his brother all the way up to Nashville and met me. And she brought the brother to like bring the baby comfort.
Wow.
And it was so sweet. And she stayed in touch. But Nash has been with us for a long time. He's been in Nashville. We brought him to LA. He traveled with us everywhere. And he's still with us.
His first couple nights with us, I was a junior at Vanderbilt, and so he stayed in our dorm room.
Yeah, we had to smuggle him in.
Oh, he got so much attention from all the roommates. But I grew up with a golden retriever named Dodger.
And he was red.
He was super red. You had a dark-haired one, Dude.
Yeah.
But then Tucker was a little lighter hair.
Tucker was a little lighter, like this color, like honey coffee color.
Okay, yeah.
So he wasn't really white, but he was golden. Yeah.
But we just grew up with that golden retriever breed, and we love them so much. It's like they can get excited when you want them to, and then they're chill when you want them to.
They're like people.
Yeah.
They're people dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really are perfect.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
You don't get more perfect than a golden.
Yeah.
I would love a red golden for sure. In fact, I told the shelter that I work at most often, if a red comes through here, you call me right away. And they did. And I was like, okay, all right, I don't know. Let me come down and look. And then one of the staff members had already adopted. I was sorry, no. Nah. So it's hard, but there are a surprising amount of golden retrievers in shelters.
Yes.
Like I'd say I probably see 1 to 2 golden retrievers in shelters a week on average.
Shocking.
Yeah. Because I think there are just so many dogs out there, and people get golden retrievers, and then and they're I know I say they're perfect, but they still have energy, especially when they're young and they retrieve, and so they chew and they do all the things that if someone's not prepared, and they're not training and exercising, they'll just bring the dog to the shelter.
And that's how we found our second.
Okay. Number 10.
Was Nash was getting older, and he's still doing phenomenally well. But we started talking about a puppy, just like help him with his energy and give him a companion.
Yeah.
And a friend of ours runs a rescue shelter in Nashville. And I've talked to her so many times about I would rescue any dog that comes in. I tried to rescue a Mastiff about a year ago. Yeah. She was gorgeous.
You almost adopted that dog
did.
without even talking to me about it.
Yeah.
Was it a little puppy or was it already
No.
massive?
Huge.
It was like 200 and some pounds.
Okay, huge.
Huge. She was beautiful. She actually went to one of our friends instead. But I told her, I was like, okay, the way that it would there would be no conversations of any kind is if you have a golden that shows up at your shelter, like a puppy, just call me.
We'll take that dog.
And we were the first person that they called. And I think within an hour, I was at the shelter. But they had 2. And they think they were litter mates. One was a red.
Okay.
And one was, he's very light. He's like white.
Okay.
And the red was super calm and chill. And the white was crazy. And she's like, okay, which one do you want? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I can't choose.
Yeah, don't make me do that. Yeah.
And so I took both, and my mom took the red.
Oh, good.
And
wait, so you got...
we got the crazy one. Yeah. But the funniest part about it is, like, once they, like, came home and were in our home, the red turned crazy. And the white calmed down. So my mom has the psycho one now.
That's fine.
But his name is Oakley, and he is incredible. He is absolutely in love with our children. And he is like our children's dog. Nash is very much so our baby, but he is our kids' dog, and it's really fun to watch.
Isn't it fun to see them growing up with a dog, like getting that experience?
It's the best. I think our youngest is about 1.5 years, and one of his first words was Oakley. Yeah. He says, Oakley, Oakley. That's cute. And they all giggle with Oakley. Nash is more of like the grumpy old guy in the corner, but with Oakley. Yeah. With Oakley, they have so much fun. They're playing all day. And it really is, it like fills in the blank space in a really beautiful way where you're sitting at the dinner table or maybe just after dinner and it's just quiet around the house. And then all of a sudden, they want to start annoying the dog. And it's like it's amazing moments that otherwise wouldn't have happened if Oakley wasn't there. So.
Okay, your 1.5-year-old bear?
Yeah.
Does he ever pull Oakley's tail or do something where you have to step in, or is he pretty good?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Our kids are very good with dogs. I think because of Nash was so, old and gentle and whatever, we were able to teach all 3 of our kids really good dog etiquette from day one. And Nash is just the most perfect gentle giant to where even in that teaching process, our kids would try to pull his tail. And he's very good about a warning, and it gives us that space to be separate and leave.
Yeah.
So by the time Oakley came around, they're very good with him.
Yeah.
I have caught our 4-year-old trying to ride him before. I'm like, no.
we're a little concerned.
No.
Yeah.
We took
Get off the dog.
We took the kids to the rodeo, and they saw what that experience is like. And so now our 4-year-old, that's all he wants to do. It's a little concerning.
It is funny, though, because our kids love dogs so much where we're still in that phase of I don't want to instill fear in them. But if they're at a park or something, our kids will go running up to dogs as if it's their own. And I'm like, no, we can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that.
I didn't tell you. So we had a flag football game for our 4-year-old. They're just getting into sports, which is so much fun.
Yeah.
But our 4-year-old loves football. It's all he talks about all day. At the game, most recently, it was in the middle of the game, middle of a play. He goes over to the sideline and just starts petting this dog that was there. Because he sees his mom do that all the time. Anytime we're out in public, Shawn will just go crazy over dogs.
I'll say hi to a dog before a person. That's not good.
Yeah. That's natural.
Yeah.
Or you remember the dog's name and not the person's name.
Yeah.
We set a rule. We went really aggressive, and we just don't let our kids pet other dogs.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the rule for everyone. It's for us specifically. Because, people see us and they go, the dog people, and here's my dog, and dogs and kids, they don't always mix. It's tough. So we just kind of set that rule, and we do break it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I think if we meet the dog and assess it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is a harmless dog and well-mannered and will be do well with kids. And we're like, okay, go ahead.
But they are unpredictable. Right. It's so hard with our kids because our dogs love kisses and they love kids in their face and they're fine with that. But I'm like, you can't go running up to a dog and be like, kiss me. I'm like, you're going to get bit. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it too many times. We have a giant blind Cane Corso. And so,
amazing.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a lot of hard work, though, because he's special needs. And and we thought it was going to be really challenging. And he's been just the perfect dog with the kids. His anxiety is really high, and when he's around them, he's really calm for most of the time, unless when I'm trying to ride him or something. We get that too. Oh, Kobe's a dinosaur. No, he's not.
How long have you had Kobe?
We've had him now for 5 years. Okay. He wasn't supposed to make it, He had only half of his heart works. We took him 6 months in to have this emergency heart surgery. We were fostering him for a rescue. He lived. And then we're like, we really can't adopt him because he's only going to live to like 1.
Yeah.
Somehow he's still alive. And we think every day. But one day he just won't. His heart will just stop.
Yeah.
Because he's getting too big for his heart.
Yeah.
Every year he gets bigger and bigger.
He's small for his breed, right? Like he's about 100 pounds, but for the first couple years of his life, he was only about 70.
They should be like a $120, $140.
Wow. Yeah. But because of his heart is always beating, like he's just burning more energy and that stress and then the medication, like he wouldn't eat. But now he's kind of leveled out and we're like, we don't know how you're still here, but we're enjoying every day. So yeah, he's a sweet boy.
There's something amazing about a dog. They're almost like living time capsules. Like, when I look at Nash, I just almost have these live flashbacks of all of the memories. Like you telling the story of when you first adopted him, the picture that you sent me of you two first meeting, and then him at the lake that first summer. It's like it all just like is right there in front of you, and it's so beautiful. I love dogs.
Time capsules is a great way to say it. You're right, because it's like for me and largely Kelly, Flip, my boxer. He passed, but he was our kind of my coming of age and like our relationship for a decade. And
I remember him.
Yeah, that was
sweet.
He was a really good one. And then you're right. And then now you've got Oakley with your kids, and not only will they remember that, but you'll remember that time when you look back at pictures and
or when your iPhone serves you up like memories, and you're like, oh
yeah. But you know what? The guest we really want on here, now that you guys aren't great. There's a scientist that's come out with a longevity pill for dogs that I hear they'll live like 20% longer or something. Which you think, okay, Nash, like let's say Nash lives to 15, and now you could have him until 16 or 17. I'd take that any day.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be quality of life too, not just like keeping them alive, even though they're like should be on life support. So
I'm just glad to be here with y'all in person, man.
Yeah, it's really.
I know. We were sitting here thinking like, do we call them? Do we still have their number? Like, yeah.
I want to apologize firsthand to any of my friends or family where I'm like, oh, you have kids, you're so busy. Like, where did you go? You disappeared for years.
Yeah.
And then when you have them, you go, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand why you haven't been around for the last decade.
Yeah.
Because you're busy.
You just invest so much time that you don't even realize. Like, you feel so intentional with your kids that you don't even realize you're like not being intentional with friends because your time is being spent well.
Yeah. I feel the exact same way, but then I realize all my other friends are doing the same thing with their own kids. So you kind of go, okay, we're all in this phase. We're all in the same boat. Like, we're all just trying to figure it out. Yeah.
I feel like there's certain things in life that are worth being unapologetically unavailable for. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna. This is a beautiful phase of life that deserves all of my attention, and that comes at a sacrifice.
Yeah, and I think the best friends and family are the ones that understand that, and gaps of time don't really matter. You come back together, and it's okay. You get it, even in those moments where, like, whether I've been a bad friend or someone else has been, but then they're trying again and they're coming back, like having that ability to forgive that friend for that gap of time, I think it strengthens that friendship if you allow it.
So family is kind of at the core of what you guys do, and in a lot of your businesses, right? Your FamilyMade, and a lot of the products that you guys are.
Which great name, by the way, FamilyMade. How'd you even get that domain? That's amazing.
We wanted to do family. What's the TV show? There's a TV show. Matters? Family Matters. Okay. That was taken. So you had to pivot. Yeah. But
that's funny. But FamilyMade. Yeah, that's great. Good name.
Yeah. So how did you guys decide? Because obviously, I think for us too, family is like most important to then go, we're going to make this our main business and decide like that's what we put out into the world.
I think we did it just because that's what we love documenting. And kind of like you said, it's the most important thing for us. So instead of taking ourselves away from our family to do something different, our biggest passion was just promoting family. And we try not to do it in the sense of like exploiting our own. It's all like parenting and, just happy marriage. But at the core of it is families first, and family is kind of our foundation in life. So why not showcase that?
Yeah. No, I think you hit it spot on, because you definitely see people online where you feel like you're like, are you exploiting your kids? Like, I don't know, like something about this doesn't feel quite right. But no, you guys do it really tastefully, and
Thank you.
and your kids are just so dang cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, that helps.
We've always said at the end of the day that like our posting strategy is like, we're not here to show our kids. We're here to show that we're parents.
Right.
And if our kids happen to be in it, they just happen to be in it, but it's not about them. It's about us.
That's a good way to do it. It takes a lot of bravery and courage. Like the reason Kelly had that question, we put that down, is it takes a lot of bravery and courage. And you see a lot of people not sharing a lot of the, I think, depth and compassion emotions that you guys go through on your podcast, which is really encouraging, because so many people just gloss over that and hide it and put on this facade of, oh, our marriage is great, everything's great, our family is great. And you know, as we know, those house of cards kind of fall quickly. And if other couples and families see other families going through those struggles, I think they can relate and go, okay, I'm doing okay. Like, we can get through this. Oh, we have similar challenges.
Yeah.
Not everyone's perfect out there. Not every couple's perfect out there.
It opens up the conversation to at least be had when you see someone that you look up to or that you know or recognize having the same struggles or issues, or going, oh, other people are experiencing this. Like, I'm not weird or alone in this. So it's really neat.
We commend you for your courage in doing that. But we have a question.
Okay.
Does it create challenges?
Yeah, I mean, there's complexities to it. Sharing the life online.
Yeah. Just your guys' relationship, how open you are and talking about it.
Are you ever like, we shouldn't have shared that?
Oh, I think a lot of times when you're parenting young kids, you don't get on a normal basis. You know what I'm saying? So it is time for Shawn and I to be together, and it's wonderful.
I will say though, we have a lot of like, though it looks like we're so open and we're so vulnerable and we're showcasing everything, we have a lot of boundaries in place to like protect our marriage over everything else. Because if our marriage is protected, then we're better parents and we're a better family. And there have been times where we'll sit down to film a podcast and it'll end in tears or like an argument, or it's just like too fresh to where that won't ever make air.
Yeah.
And we have a rule that nothing can be shared unless it's worked through already. So it has to be something that's happened in the past and it's not happening right now. And then we always, like, our editor that we work with is phenomenal. She knows us really well. They're in it with us. And she's very good at watching something back and being like, you know, I don't think you guys were like perfectly in the right headspace, or like you were a little testy. And like we really try to not exploit our marriage, but showcase the vulnerabilities of it in a beautiful way, instead of you know, I can't believe he did this, or I can't believe she did this, and this is what happened.
No, I think you definitely can see and feel that you guys are on a team.
Yeah.
And it's refreshing. So
I feel like it's worth saying, though, we fully realize we don't have it figured out. We are probably doing many things wrong.
Yeah.
But I have come to love our role on the internet and the community that has been built as a result. And, you know, when I look at what's online, there's all the polarizing, promiscuous, crazy content out there. And then you have a certain part of the human psyche will always be attracted to and desiring of meaningful relationships. And family reflects that. And so, as imperfect as it may be, I think it's worth it. It feels like a natural extension of, you know, we've been doing YouTube for 10 years. That's how we initially met.
Yeah.
And we've all along the way documented the phase of life that Shawn and Andrew have been in. And this is the current phase we're in, is parenting young kids. It's also just like something that I grew up seeing from my dad and my grandpa. They would film everything and then they'd put in a cassette tape in the closet and never see it again. So YouTube has been like a really fun addition to, hey, we're going to still do the filming that has been going on for generations. Now it just has a different place to live. But it's, yeah, I love it.
Do you guys think that your backgrounds have really helped shape that, your family? Or do you think, no, none of that mattered? Like there's a whole new ball game. So obviously you elite athlete, NFL, you Olympian, like, do you think that has carried over into all of this? Or do you think none of that mattered? You feel like you're in it again, learning everything all over again?
Both.
Okay. So some elements of both.
It's all brand new, and we have no idea what we're doing with parenting, and it's absolutely terrifying every day. And right when you start to feel like you're getting the hang of it, then they mature a little bit and they change, and then they have all new needs. So it's like that is the new part that we are constantly trying to work towards. I think what our athletics taught us is like that constant grind of working for something. Right. But it also taught us on like a superficial and like materialism side of we've gotten to stand on top of podiums and we know it's not everything. And our family is way more fulfilling than an Olympic medal ever was. And so being able to translate that and now teach that to our kids and encourage them in sports and encourage them in whatever, but also teach them that their value is immensely greater with, absolutely nothing. Like they don't need something to add value to them, I think has been a lesson we've learned because of our past and our success.
Yeah.
Do your kids know how athletic you are? Like, do you think they have an idea?
No.
Not yet. One day they will.
Our daughter has started asking interesting questions. We're like, we'll get stopped for a picture. And she's like, but why didn't they ask for a picture of me? I'm like, well, it's getting to a point where they're starting to ask more questions.
Have they watched some of your videos of back in the day?
When you competed?
Maybe a couple.
Yeah.
Like we'll turn on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we love watching science experiments or whatever on YouTube. And then Sean's routine will pop up. She's like, that's mommy. So they kind of like, it's
Kind of get it.
they kind of see it, but it brings me so much joy. This is hilarious. Our daughter likes doing cartwheels and flips and all the stuff. And she prefers me to teach her and coach her over Shawn. She's like, no, mommy, I want daddy to help me. Hey,
Girl.
if only you knew that I'm way underqualified. But anyway.
That's pretty funny. Her whole family is excited about you being on this podcast. Like I also saw you, but she was like in that zone. Her whole family was in that zone.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, well, even just back to when you guys came over that one time to film, like immediately afterwards, I texted my brother and I was like, you're never going to believe who I just met. Fangirling, because like me and my brothers like watched Nastia, like we would pretend we were gymnasts at like jumping off our couches. Everyone who watches the Olympics thinks they could do that, and no, they can't. So yeah, it's just amazing to see, to know you then, and then to now know you now, and kind of the evolution you made from athlete to parent and adult and pivoting to like entrepreneur. So what would you say outside of parenting you're most excited about in all the ventures that you're doing? Because you have your hands in a lot. Like you guys are busy.
Yeah, you guys are entrepreneurs in its truest sense.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What are you most excited about outside of our kiddos?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would say one thing that really excites me, it's very new to me, it's more your domain, but we've kind of gone down this rabbit hole of investing in women's sports.
That's
So we're behind Angel City FC, women's volleyball, WNBA.
awesome.
And it's really cool. I think coming from a female sport and like now having a daughter, that's one thing that we're doing that I get really excited about. It's really cool to see women's sports having a big moment.
And so our daughter is also pretty good so far at T-ball. And I'm like, oh, she could do it. And Kelly's like, yeah, but there's no real path past softball. Like, where do you go? So things like this are really encouraging because, when you look at our daughter and you go, oh, she's really good at that and talented at that, and we don't want her to have a dead end sort of situation. But I think the answer is not that. It's how do you help pave the roads beyond that so that she can continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things, we got to go to a volleyball match and it was completely sold out. And it was like fathers and daughters sitting in the audience. And you saw all these little girls. One, the dads were like really into the match and really into the game. But then you saw all these girls saying like, I want to be her. And it's really been cool to see, especially within volleyball. There's so many paths for these girls to take now, right? They have a career. Some of them were moms who were playing. Some of them were fresh out of college. Some were out of high school. I mean, it was a whole new trajectory of like career options that all these little girls were witnessing, which is really special to see.
But it's also a pretty exciting time in sports where I think the softball path might change. You look at what the Savannah Bananas have done.
Yeah,
that's true.
And even the unrivaled new basketball league that started.
Yep.
There's a lot of iterations I think that the internet has unlocked in the entertainment world, and live sports is like the last remaining use of the TV and a cable, right? Like live TV.
You can't AI that,
Right. Like that. So I don't know. I think it'll change, and I think it'll change in a positive way.
I think that's right.
Well, and even how you were saying now the NCAA changed laws where they can like make money.
Yeah.
And so you have these athletes who probably know they're not going to make it beyond that. And so they spend their college years making as much money as they can doing sports, knowing that like then they're going to have to like live off of that afterwards because they're not going further in that profession of their sport.
Right.
So it's interesting to see now kind of, I mean, you probably can shed more light on it, how different sports are compared to when you were doing it, right?
It's wildly different. I mean, part of me thinks it's the Wild West where, I mean, it's all new uncharted territory where I think we still have a generation to go before I think they figure it out. How to do like NIL properly and
I think
redo college sports, but
I think that's right. I didn't know. I went down a rabbit hole before you got here about almost kind of how mistreated Olympic athletes are, and what led me to that is your foundation that you guys started. It is really awesome. Like when you know, so many times we all go, well, I don't know where to help, or like, what would I do, or how would I do this? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Because it's so specific, but so. Once you hear it, you go, that makes a lot of sense. I never would have even known. Tell us about the foundation.
Are you going to drink your coffee, by the way? I'm going to show
You want to swap?
Yeah. I'm using it to stay cool because it's a hot day today.
We started a foundation called Moment Makers where we kind of do a bunch of stuff with it. We cover a lot of different avenues. But one avenue that we covered this past Summer Olympics in Paris was a lot of Olympic athletes really don't make any money at all. If anything, it costs way more than they'll ever make just to like fulfill, the obligations to get to the Olympics. A lot of athletes are covering their own flights just to travel to the Olympic Games and their housing. And on top of that, a lot of Olympic athletes are actually parents. And for us, I had the thought one day, I was like, I can't imagine having competed at the Olympics with my kids and had to have been worrying about how are they going to get there, where are they going to stay, how expensive that is.
Right.
Some of these athletes would have to dish out $50,000 just to get their kids there with a nanny and to take care of them. And we just said with our foundation that if there was any parent competing, that we would cover the expenses of their family to go.
That's so cool.
I think, especially when they're representing the country, and we're sitting there watching the entertainment on TV, the least we can do is help support their family to get there.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
It is amazing, especially like now that we're parents and you know how difficult it is to find good childcare.
Yes.
Which is why we were late today because.
Well, and it was actually historic at the Paris Games. It was the very first time Allison Felix actually did it. She worked with, I think it was Pampers, and for the very first time in history, she had childcare available in the Olympic Village.
Wow.
Which had never been thought of or even offered before in history. So people who historically didn't go to the Olympics because they couldn't figure out like their breastfeeding or whatever the issue was, that they couldn't go to the Olympics, it was now taken care of and their kids could be there with them.
That's amazing.
That is really amazing. You guys are amazing. I feel like we are constantly one step behind you guys. Since day one, where I wasn't an Olympic athlete, the Chiefs didn't take me, but I did win the coffee competition.
That's cool.
But listen, it continues because not only have you done all of this, but recently you guys are now Special Forces World's Toughest Test Season 4.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, power couple.
It was a wild experience. So there's a show on Fox called Special Forces World.
Oh, I've seen it. It's great.
Yeah. We had a couple friends do it. We turn it on. We're adrenaline junkies. It's people jumping from a boat to a helicopter, rappelling down 400-foot cliffs. We're like, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
And Shawn got invited to do it for the last couple seasons, but we were having baby. Right.
It
just it didn't
Minor details.
She couldn't figure out who she wanted to bring with her.
So then they invited both of us, and we looked at the schedule, and we were like, all right, let's just go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
We talked to the pediatrician and all these doctors about, is it okay if we leave our young kids for this duration of time?
How long was it?
It's like about if you make it to the end, it's about 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that's hard. Yeah.
No contact.
Really?
at all.
Oh, that's really hard.
So we talked, like, I literally went to a child psychiatrist's office, and I sat there for an hour, and I was like, I need you to tell me straight up, and she's a friend of ours. But straight up, what are the repercussions of this with a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 1-year-old? And she was just giggling and she's like, absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not what I wanted to hear. Yeah.
But we were talking to our friends who had done it before, and every one of them said, it's way harder in person than what you see on TV. We're like, whatever. You guys you're like older than we are. And I'm sure that's hard. Or you're just being dramatic.
You're not training as much as
you're afraid.
us.
You're more afraid of heights or like, whatever.
So did you prepare and train, or did you just go in and wing it and be like, good enough?
They give you a couple weeks.
Oh, they do give you, okay.
Oh, but that's not.
That's not really enough to like change the.
So we were able to prepare. And by the way, when I look at, I made it decently far in my sport. Shawn made it the farthest in her sport, world champion.
Yeah.
And when I think about, what was the difference between her and I? The insane intensity and discipline that I saw for the preparation of this show.
Yeah.
I was like, obviously.
Now you know.
I never had anything close to what that was. But
she studies dog encyclopedias.
I get obsessive pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty cool to see, and I just never seen that side of her because I never saw her gymnastics career at all. Anyway, we go to Morocco for this show, and it's 120 degrees. You're in the Sahara Desert. We were thinking reality TV. They're gonna put us in a nice hotel,
with a trailer, worst case.
Yeah, buckets of ice, cool down in. No,
24/7 insanity for your entirety on the show. I mean, the toilets were plywood over just like a metal bucket.
And was this because they were doing this to mentally get to you, or TV budgets have come down so low?
No.
So the premise of the show, and we had a lot of people reach out to us and be like, well, is it scripted? Like how much, whatever. It is Bud's training. So like it's basic underwater Navy SEAL training.
Okay.
That just happens to be filmed.
Wow.
Okay. So there's no on time, off time, cameras on, cameras off. We're done for today. Like you are going through a course put on by Navy SEALs, Recon Marines, and the SAS.
It's the real
like,
deal.
They're the ones who design it. And they put you through a 10-day course, and it's however long you can go before you tap out. And so there's no elimination. It's just how long can you last?
So it's more of a mental game with yourself, not necessarily competing with others.
No, because technically every single person could finish. Okay. Yeah.
But you can't tell us the rest. You almost wanted to tell us right there. We almost had them.
I will say two people finished this season.
That's pretty cool. Wow. Can you bring a dog?
I wish. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool, huh?
So they had dogs.
There were dogs there.
Oh, there.
Okay. Now I'm definitely tuning in.
There were Malinois.
Ooh. And so this is
Came to get you.
Oh, this is the real deal.
Yeah.
And they speak French to him. The whole thing is it French or
German?
German.
Oh, so you can't let her. You can't get them to let you go. And you had to wear that suit.
No.
Okay. Oh, wow.
I mean, they're obviously well trained. It was funny. We can share this because it's not like a spoiler of any kind. But there was one person who was so scared, and in my head, I'm like, these are some of the most brilliant dogs. They're not gonna get you,
right?
Like but they would like circle us, and they were like barking at you and jumping at you, not touching you.
Yeah.
Maybe rubbing up on you a little bit. And I'm like, oh, good job. Good. Yeah, the dogs are like, this is fun.
Yeah. That's intense. If you didn't grow up with dogs, if you didn't have dogs, didn't know dogs, and you're in this experience where it's hot and you're pooing over plywood.
Yeah.
And now this Malinois, it's full force at you.
Full force.
Like you could see where someone would want to quit.
No one had a panic attack.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I think that's pretty fair.
You're saying that wasn't scary for you?
I was giddy.
This is news to me. I mean,
she's an Olympian, bro.
Built different.
I also again, I read encyclopedias on dogs. I know how brilliant those dogs are.
They really are.
You have Recon Marines bringing in these trained dogs from.
Okay, that being said, but with your husband here, I go into kennels with dogs that are in their biggest fear state, and I am scared.
Yeah.
And I know dogs. And I'm scared. I would be a little scared. With their intensity, I'm sure I would have been scared.
Yeah.
And the thing I found that works the best is acknowledging that fear with the dog.
Yeah.
Because when you try to ignore, you probably just weren't scared. But if you try to ignore that fear, That's when it gets.
That's they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like like people tell you like, oh, dogs can smell fear. And then you go, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Which just makes you more scared. Then instead of going, okay, I'm scared. Okay.
Yeah.
Or we're going to get through this. Like,
What was that? There was a test, as a study done where, you told me about this, the sweat test, where they took sweat from people who were in fear and people who weren't, and then had people smell that sweat, and it, there actually is a scent.
It's true. They can smell fear and they do react accordingly to fear. But what they found is dogs don't attack if they smell fear. They also become fearful. And in fear in a dog, it's that whole flight or fight or freeze or fawn. And so if then fight were to come out from that fear, then that's where people go, oh, a dog will attack you from fear.
Yeah.
So in theory, yes, kind of, but it's a long path towards that.
Yeah.
And the sensationalism of that article was dogs can smell fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're right. Yeah. Man, well educated too, these guys.
I know.
Listen, we thought to settle all of this competition, we would arm wrestle. You and I. No, I'm kidding. Although your family would be really proud. Win or lose, they would just be.
I will gladly not, because I haven't lifted weights in a very long time, so I would have a sad showing. But if you're really gonna make me do it, I'll do it.
No, I'm kidding.
All right, Andrew, let's go.
Okay. Can't tell. Are we doing this or not? I'm not sure.
No. I already won. I don't want to like put it all on the line. Okay. We have 2 more questions for you guys, and then we'll let you off the hook.
Great.
Nash. I mean, Nash is your dog. Like, that's your dog. If for a moment he could just fully understand you, everything you're saying, and comprehend it, what would you say to him?
Oh. That he's still our dog, and he's still like our first baby. He's obviously gone through such massive transitions with us, living in Nashville and LA and then coming back. He was in Iowa with us for a little bit, and unfortunately for him, he's gone through the biggest transition of our lives, having kids. And so he went from, I was the crazy dog person who thought I wouldn't be able to love children as much as I loved my dog. That was my legitimate fear. And having 3 kids, he has become the 4th child instead of the first child, which is really hard. And I'm sure you guys know this with kids, like they just take so much of your attention away from your babies, your fur babies. And so I would just tell him, like, he's still our first baby.
I'm tearing up just hearing that, man.
I'm legitimately tearing up.
There's something about those dogs that are like the coming of age dogs that have just seen like so many iterations of you like growing up and, coming into your own, that it's, I mean, if that was Flip for you, it was Zoe for me. And they just hit different.
And we betrayed him even more and brought in a puppy. I'm like, no, you're still wow.
Okay, what about you?
I think I would tell him, Nashy boy, you're a good dog. You're a good boy. And we love you so much, buddy. And we're so glad that you love us so well. Oh my gosh, every time we leave, it's always this event because he sees a suitcase and he's all sad.
He knows.
And I just want to tell him, dude, I love you so much. We're going to be back and it's going to be okay. And I'm glad we got to meet Nash.
Good life.
What would he say to you?
I don't know.
More food, please.
That's good. That's good. I can always tell a true dog lover because it almost starts out as an apology.
Yeah.
Because you love your dog so much, you just want him to have the best of everything. And like the same thing happened with Flip where, him and I, we were attached to the hip everywhere. We would go everywhere. And then we had kids and we started fostering more dogs and we moved to a farm so we could have a place to run around. But as things spread out, then he's not always as close all the time. And so like when he was passing, I was apologizing to him saying, I'm so sorry. And but what I've come to realize over time is that that bit of separation, his heart was filled so much more just getting to watch the kids. It's just the amazement of the little ones growing up and waddling around and sneaking him food and he just loved being the center of all of that. And so, yeah, I think you guys passed as true dog lovers. You're welcome back anytime.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
And true coffee lovers, too. You know a good coffee when you taste one.
I do.
All right, everyone. Shawn and Andrew. My favorite segment, Kelly's always right. I don't have a choice.
Hey.
I'm kidding. Oh, you're right. You're still here. Okay, what did we get wrong?
I don't know that we got a whole lot wrong. Well,
That we know of yet, until all y'all tell us. Yeah.
but no, I think it was just a really fun episode. And now, like, reflecting back on our time with them,
Yeah.
they're a really fun, neat couple.
Mhm.
And they're really intentional about what they do and how they choose to do things with their family, with their dogs, the decisions that they make in business and life. And it's really neat. So I think one thing that I took away, so Shawn, Olympian, and just, she has this like quiet intensity about her. She's not intense from like oh, I'm going to get you.
Right.
But you can tell, like, from her reading encyclopedias, right? Like, I feel like she's, like, silently prepping and preparing and,
Right.
like, mental filing and just gathering all the information, and then she strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, like, she's kind of like the mom friend who I feel like if you had any ailment or issue or whatever, and you asked her, she's like, oh, I'm so glad you asked. I've done all the research, and these are your top 3 options. And I've tried these 2, so I would recommend this one.
You're right. Like spending more time with her and having a conversation, you start to realize, oh, yeah, it was by no accident that you are an Olympian.
Right.
Right. And you kind of go, I want her on my team, not as my competitor, because I'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
And Andrew makes them the perfect power couple. In talking with him, I realized I need to become a better listener and podcaster host and really ask the question and then let them answer that question. Like, he had such intentionality, like you were saying, in his answers and such sincerity. And he looked at Shawn with such love in his eyes.
Yeah.
That it was really neat to see them working together and the skill sets that they bring to each other. So yeah, I was really impressed. And yeah, that's all. I just think they're really fantastic.
Yeah. Well, and if I had to make a prediction, so for this season on Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, my prediction is that Shawn wins.
And Andrew.
Well, are they on a team together?
Oh, maybe not.
They might be.
I can't wait to watch it.
I don't know. I don't know how it goes.
Tonight we watch it, and I'll bet I'm going to put my money on Andrew, because why not?
Andrew said during the podcast, like, that's how he realized how intense she was, because he never got to see her as an Olympian. And so now he knows where the intensity comes from.
Oh, so do you think he accidentally spilled the beans on our podcast?
Well, I mean, I think just knowing them and not knowing who else is on the show, I'm going with Shawn.
I'm sticking with Andrew. I got to bros stick together, Okay, so where can you check them out?
You can find them on Instagram, Shawn Johnson and Andrew East. Check out their website, FamilyMade.com, or on Fox's Special Forces World's Toughest Test, Season 4.
Go check them out. You will not be disappointed. Thank you for watching Dogs and Coffee. Don't forget, subscribe, download this. If you are a true dog lover or a true coffee lover or both, do it now and share this so we can work to get our adoptable dog into a loving home.